What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB player props video. This one, going to be breaking it down. Going to be, guys, 5 picks to get your winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, we are on a 19-6 run. 4-1 last night. Again, Anderson really let us down in that last game against San Francisco, unfortunately, but we hit the other 4, so we are staying hot, guys. If you enjoyed this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Working really hard on these videos. They're free. It takes 2 seconds to hit that like button. The like goal for this video is going to be 200 likes. So if you can help me get there, that would be awesome. If you've been watching this content, you should be making a lot of money. You can mix and match these. You can play the big 5-man. If you would have played the big 5-man last night, you would have doubled your money again. If you would have mixed and matched it, you would have made a lot more money. So that is the goal, and if you're enjoying this free content, I can promise you you're going to enjoy the premium content. So check that out. That's linked below in the description. Well worth the value, especially this new VIP package that I launched, man. It's a no-brainer. You can get access to, if you just play Prizepicks or if you just play Underdog or just a certain site, I do offer a couple of those packages. But the VIP is where it's at. We're making an absolute killing in there. Offer picks for all sites. You get access to my core plays for Underdog, for Prizepicks, and I'm throwing in tickets for all other apps as well. Working on just expanding that more and more. Including all but not limited to Prizepicks, Underdog, Monkey Knife Fight, Sleeper, Betcha, Hot Streaks. So the VIP members, we are making a killing, finding some early value over there as well. Value hunting before these lines bump. And I can promise you're going to make what you invest back very, very quickly. So I don't plan on bumping that price, and I plan on continuing to add more and more value as much as possible. Keep adding to that package. Hop in now. Take advantage, guys. And yeah. If you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS. Receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. And let's get into the picks. Let's get into the important stuff. We got some daytime baseball. We got some night baseball. We got baseball all day, all night. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. So let's talk about it. Let's go game by game. As we always do, in the first game I'm going to talk about is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Atlanta Braves. We'll kick things off with Mr. Zach Wheeler because he gets to take on the K-Happy Atlanta Braves squad, and he is the full package. Zach Wheeler, going ahead and looking at his stuff as far as how he's fared on the season. He's got a 3.19 SIERA, 26.9% K rate overall with an 11.8% swinging strike rate, 26.5% K rate against righties, and a 27.4% K rate against lefties. And the Braves have been a team we've been targeting all year long because they strike out a ton. They do have some talent, but from a K-prop aspect, it doesn't get much better than targeting the Atlanta Braves. Reading off their K rate, starting from the bottom up, as we always do with Mr. Harris. 24% for him, 24, 22, 21, 26, 24, 24, 27, and 24. There is not a single hitter in this lineup that has lower than a 20% K rate. Zach Wheeler has great control. Doesn't really walk anyone. He's going to go right at hitters. He's got some good swinging strike stuff. Everything that we're looking for. And then lastly, the leash. He will go deep into the ball games. That's important as well. Looking at his leash as far as how many pitches he's going to throw, you can see 97, 106, 91, 97, 108. So he's going to throw a lot of pitches. It's a great K matchup. Just struck out 8 against Pittsburgh last time out in a great K matchup, but I'm expecting more of the same here. So pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with the over 6.5 strikeouts here for Zach Wheeler. That's pick number 1. And then pick number 2, we're going to be running right back on the other side with Mr. Charlie Morton, another guy with a great K matchup, and another guy with some great K stuff. Looking at Charlie Morton's numbers across the board as far as how he's fared, he's got a 27% K rate overall with an 11.6% swinging strike rate, 26.5% K rate against lefties, and it ticks up to a 27.5% K rate against lefties, which is fantastic because there's some lefties in this lineup with some high strikeout rates. There's some righties with some high strikeout rates. Charlie Morton clearly capable of taking care of both of those. Starting from the bottom up with Stubbs, he's got a 22%, Verling 22%, 16, 14, and then 26, 27, 21, 26, and 31. And I continue to say it, but the great thing about the Philadelphia Phillies lineup, similar to the Braves lineup, is there's a lot of strikeouts at the top of the lineup. Some of these lineups we target for K-props, you know, the Ks come at the bottom of the lineup. When the Ks come at the top of the lineup, that's even more fantastic because obviously those are the hitters that he's going to be facing the most throughout this game as he turns the lineup over, you know, 2-3 times in his outing. So, and then lastly, the pitch count. Morton also way up there in pitch count. 84 last time out in a game where he didn't really pitch the greatest against Philly. Still had 5 strikeouts in that game, though. I expect to bounce back in this one. You look at the times before, 105, 107, 105, 94 pitches. In the strikeouts, 7, 6, 7, 10. He's racked up, you know, 6 or more strikeouts in all of these. And keep in mind, Washington and New York, they aren't exactly the best K matchups. He still racked up 6 and 7. This is a much better K matchup for him. So Charlie Morton just faced this Philly squad, got blown up a little bit, banged around a little bit. Returning to his homeland in Atlanta. I expect him to bounce back, have a nice game here. So pick number 2. Going to be rocking with the over 6.5 strikeouts. And the juice continues to climb on these on major sports books as well, which I'm not surprised in the least, honestly. as I've been monitoring these. I locked these in real early, and the juice just continues to climb on the over. It's great spots. So those two guys are going to be pick number 1 and 2. Pick number 3, we're going to be heading down to the Arizona Diamondbacks, taking on the Cleveland Guardians, and we're going to be talking about Shane Bieber, who's a guy that is more of a control pitcher, doesn't have the most elite K stuff. However, he does have a nice K rate against left-handed bats specifically. It takes a major bump up. He's got a 24.6% K rate overall with a 14.2% swing strike rate. That's really solid. Against righties, it's only a 22.7% K rate overall, which isn't exactly the most elite for a, a quote-unquote ace. However, a 27.3% K rate against lefties. That's where he really shines, and that is a fantastic splits, feature to have against this Arizona Diamondbacks lineup because they got a lot of lefties. Rojas, Tomas, Ketel Marte, Varsho, McCarthy, Seth Beer, Perdomo, Jose Herrera. So a lot of lefties, and then when you're reading off these K rates, there's a lot of strikeouts to be had in this Arizona lineup. Starting from the bottom up with Herrera, 27%, 24, 27, 29, 22, 21, 18, 20, and 17. So even the quote-unquote low strikeout guys in Rojas and Marte still have 17 and 18% K rates. This is a really good matchup for Shane Bieber. Once again, an ace. You look at the leash, he's also a guy that's going to pitch lots of pitches. They're going to let him go out there and, be a workhorse. 97, 95, 93, 99, 96, 98, 105. So he'll get up there in the upper 90s. Look at the strikeouts last time against Tampa Bay. 8 strikeouts. That was another opponent. I was really high on him. They had some high K lefties. And run it right back because Arizona, another fantastic matchup for him. So pick number 3. Going to be rocking with the over 6.5 strikeouts here for Shane Bieber. Pick number 3. Pick number 4. We're going to be headed to the Baltimore Orioles, taking on the Texas Rangers. And we're going to talk about Mr. Kyle Bradish. Not exactly the most loaded pitching staff in Baltimore. We don't really talk about their pitchers all too often, but I can tell you one thing. This is going to be an exception today because Kyle Bradish has some pretty good K stuff, and I'm pretty excited to target him today, especially with where his line's set at. He's got a 22.9% K rate overall with an 11.1% swing strike rate, 20.1% K rate against lefties, and that ticks all the way up to a 27.2% K rate against lefties. 20.1% K rate against righties, 27.2% K rate against lefties. So those left-handed bats really do want to be targeting them with Mr. Kyle Bradish, and you're looking at the Texas Rangers lineup. They've got plenty of lefties in here, and a lot of them are high strikeout lefties, so I'm really excited about this matchup. And then, like I said, the line's very low for him as far as I'm concerned. The juice continues to climb on him as well in Vegas data. Once again, I plugged it in even before the juice climbed. Vegas agreeing with me a lot of my early takes and research today, which is always a nice feeling. Looking at the Texas Rangers lineup, starting from the bottom up with Smith, 18% for him, 21, 30, 24, 28, 25, 21, 15, and 15 at the top. So quite a bit of strikeouts to be had here. And once again, the high strikeout lefties are going to be fantastic here. Leodis Tavares, Cole Calhoun, Nate Lowe, Jonah Heim. Seager's not a high strikeout lefty, but once again, Bradish with his high K rate against lefties does tick up. Then lastly, the leash isn't exactly the best, I will say. That's the one thing that's a little bit less than ideal with him. However, once again, the line's not set high enough to where I'm too worried about it. He just struck out 7 against Cincinnati on 81 pitches and 5 innings pitched. Kind of expecting a similar outing here, and you look at where his line's set over here on Prizepicks. They've only got his line set at a nice 4.5 line, so I'm really pumped to take the over here at 4.5. Want to jump all over it in this matchup against Texas. Pick number 4, we'll be rocking with the over 4.5 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish. That's going to be pick number 4. And pick number 5, we are going to be going down to the one, the only, the great Shohei Ohtani. You get to take on the Oakland Athletics. This is a guy I've been all over every time he takes the bump. The run that this guy is on from a K-prop aspect is absolutely ridiculous. And he's got the numbers to back it up. It makes a lot of sense. Leads the entire slate in K percentage. No surprise there with a 36.4% K rate overall. 16.1% swing strike rate. He's got a 37.9% K rate against righties and a 34.8% K rate against lefties. And he gets to take on a very weak Oakland Athletics lineup tonight that I expect him to just absolutely mow down. Looking at the Oakland Athletics lineup and their K rates, started from the bottom up with Allen, 21, 24, 34, 15, 27, 23, 22, 11, and 16 at the top. And I got to be honest, I don't even care if they're low strikeout guys. I think Ohtani can still strike them out with the elite strikeout stuff that he has. And you look at the run he's been on, it's just absurd. It really is just absurd. The amount of games in a row he struck out 10 plus. Last time out against Texas, he had 11 strikeouts on 98 pitches. The time before against Atlanta, 11 strikeouts on 92 pitches. The time before, 12 strikeouts against Houston on 105 pitches. 10 strikeouts against Miami on 100 pitches, 11 strikeouts against the White Sox on 108 pitches, 13 strikeouts against the Royals on 108 pitches, and then he only had 6 against Seattle. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games with 10 plus strikeouts, and I don't expect it to stop here against the Oakland Athletics. I mean, the A's are just going to be way outmatched tonight. They only have a 2.68 implied total, no surprise. I think Ohtani makes easy work of this lineup, and he's definitely going to be my pick number 5, no doubt here. And we're going to be rocking with the over 8.5 strikeouts. Kind of self-explanatory. It's Shohei Ohtani. The underlying metrics are fantastic. He doesn't mess around. The walk rate's only a 5.8% walk rate. As a matter of fact, none of these guys really mess around for the most part, outside of Charlie Morton, who does have a 9% K rate, but that's also a nice little bonus. Brady has a 7.8% K rate, so those two guys are the ones I'd say have the highest of walk rates. But even with that, facing some pretty undisciplined teams are these 5 guys, and it doesn't change with Shohei Ohtani. So pick number 5. We're rocking with the over 8.5 strikeouts. I'm not intimidated by that line. I'm going to continue to target Shohei Ohtani. The guy's been phenomenal. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. And I will be having WNBA content as well. We went 4-0 sweep on that yesterday as well, so make sure you stick around. Check out that VIP member package, guys. I'm telling you, if you're playing Prizepicks every single day, that $50 investment is nothing compared to the amount of work I'm putting into the value you're going to get out of it. I promise. That is designed. I want to give way more value than what I'm charging for it. I got to decide. I got to charge something. It's just business, and I work really, really hard on this. But I can promise you one thing: you're getting a great deal. So check that out. And that's all, guys. Wish you all the best of luck on your MLB props tonight, today. Looking to stay hot, and we will see you in the next one.